Hey guys, welcome to the letterpress, and I'm ready with my favorite yellow apron. Hey everyone, we are starting our new postcard series of letterpress printing, and we will be doing some episodes. So for today, this is our first episode, and I'm very happy we have Rohit with us. He's a film student, but he has agreed to do this podcast, and I'm very happy for that. All right, so let's begin with opening our yellow copy. So we have all the fonts here, as you can see. So today I'm planning to make a statement which I came across when I was cleaning my galleys, and it's called, when you get metal, melt it. Do not do anything of it because it's a tedious job. Yeah, so I really like the phrase, and I thought, like, why not to make a print, let's say souvenir or something like that. Yeah, so I'm going to use today Prestige 72 point, which is actually not a Prestige, but yeah, it is grotesque Pica number 24. It's from a series of this letterpress printer who used to run a printer company called Prestige. But because we have with all the names, that's why it's called Prestige 72. Alright, so this is my galley here. I'm going to take it out. Oops, it's heavy. I'm going to keep it here. So this is my table where I set my I do my typesetting. So I'm going to compose the sentence what I was talking about before. When you get metal, you melt it. Alright, so I have a composing stick here. Yeah, and I'm going to compose my 2-line sentence on this with some space and some leading. Alright, so I'm going to put the leading first here and then start with composing the characters what I want to keep it in there. So I'm going to keep a quote, and then I'll have a space, and then I'll start keeping my fonts. Sorry, type. Say type 2. So the important bit here, you have to remember that whenever you're working with sentences, you always start with the bottom sentence first, because in this galley what happens is you're making a second line first, and then you're putting a leading, and then you're doing the first line. So that's how a composition works. So, and you always go mirror, so you start from backwards. I'm gonna keep one more leading and then compose one more line up there. So you always have to make sure that you have to touch the base line when you're using a U and an M. It's the most tedious characters when you are putting it into letterpress. We have an N, we have an E, and an M. So here our sentence is ready. Yep. Okay, now this goes in on the galley here. Let's start composing on this plate, which we call as a galley as well. Okay, so let me pick these characters from here. Let me keep it here, and I'm going to change some spacing as well, because I found that I need to have more spacing. So I have some equal slots here with me. So what happens next is that you need to make sure that whatever you have composed is going to print correctly. So I also get sometimes errors while actually composing, that if my sentence is making sense or not. So for that I always use my phone. Yeah, simple is that you have to click a picture, and then let's go into edit and then flip it, and then see whether this sentence is reading correctly or not. So right now it reads metal get you when it melt. Okay, which is not a correct sentence what I wanted to make. So now I'm going to shuffle it because it's correct then to print, isn't it? So I'm going to shuffle this when and take the metal out from here. Yeah, it's gonna destroy everything, which is fine. Yeah, when you get metal, melt it. Awesome. So now our composition is done, our typesetting is done. I'm going to fit this with the furniture. So I'm going to fix now with this furniture. This is an aluminium furniture and they all come in different sizes. So let's play around a little bit and see how we can fix this galley first. So I'm just going to do a little like a error or a testing kind of thing. So then later on, if it works well, I'm going to fix it with the key. And I'll tell you what the key is as well. So because this space is here empty, what happens in a typesetting is you need to make it as a proper box, because if there is nothing here, it will start shuffling and you can't print well. So for that reason, we need to make sure that it has, the whole box is properly set within the metal or wooden pieces as well. So here I am using some wood piece what I have here, and they work very well. So something like this works very well, and make sure that I am completing the whole box. Yeah. These all are wooden furniture. Okay. Now if you will see, my lead is a little bit shorter, so it's always good to use a bigger lead, so then you can have all the way till here and it supports well. Yeah, almost. Okay. One more here. Awesome. So if you see, now I have a nice little box layout here with me. I still need to get a small lead here, so I'll fix it here, and one lead on this corner. Yeah, so this will support my whole composition nicely. So I need to get a lead of this size. So go and get some lead. This one is fine. Now if you will see, there's a space here remaining. What I'll do is I'll fill it with some space here. So my square composition is ready. So I'm going to use this old style of tying. So what happens is, now once your box is ready, you start tying with a thread. Let's get some thread. This is my thread box, and this thread will help to secure our composition. So I'm going to tie up the composition. Normally you will need one more hand, but imagine if you are working alone in the press, what would you do? So it's good to learn these tricks. You can always use tape as well. Normally I tell my kids to use tape. That also works. So our composition is ready here with a tie up. Yeah, I'm gonna put some furniture here and here as a support, and I'll keep some keys here. These are the keys, and sorry, these are the locks, and this is the key. So you open it and it helps to fix the furniture intact. Yeah. Let me use one more the top. Just because I have one plate, I can use 2 or 3. I also get very interested when you're setting up this furniture and it looks like almost an architect laying out different buildings. It's fun in that way to have a look how it goes. So once this is done, this is our composition done with the furniture, with the locks. I'm just gonna lock it. Yep. When you lock it, just make sure so it always comes up. Let's push it down a little bit. Or you can always use a soft hammer to hang it. I don't do it because I'm very skeptical that my fonts will break. So just pushing it down, and I have a nice level up here. Yeah, and make sure that your fonts are not shifting. Yeah, and then it's always a moment where you are lifting it up and you are taking your God's name, that whether it will fall or not. So let's see. So yeah, it's pretty tight. I'm just gonna make sure it's a little bit more tight. I'm gonna keep it like key. Just push it down when you're making it tight. Yeah. There we go. Yes, our plate is ready. It's ready to go on the machine.